have a genuine question that I need someone to answer for me. So, my very first boyfriend, I don't even count him because we didn't date that long. But, you know, I fucked with him. I liked him. He cheated on me. And it wasn't until after he cheated on me where I was like, oh my God, like, I like him, you know, I love him. My second boyfriend was my longest relationship and my last relationship. I remember somewhere in the middle, he like texted his ex and I was like, oh my God. It wasn't until after he texted his ex where I really started fucking with him. And then we broke up. And it wasn't until he stopped giving me attention where I was like, I love this man. He was my first love. But when I was in a relationship with him, I didn't even see long term with him. Like, I liked him, but it wasn't like that. So my question is, what does that mean for me? What is the underlying issue? Why don't they fuck with guys more when they do?
All right, family, that was the first video, but let me show you the second one, okay?
I broke up with him. It was too much. He was too great. He was too great. We dated for 3 months. He was not a pushover. He had friends. He was cool. He was perfect. And he took me places and spent money on me. And he had a car and he had a bank account and he had health insurance. And he told me, if you want to be together, that's awesome. That's what I want. But if you don't, that's also okay. Whatever you want. And I broke up with him. I went back to my ex who got me a $15 gift card to Taco Bell for my birthday. Because I was comfortable. I broke up with him. He was too great.
I went back to my ex who got me a $15 gift card to Taco Bell for my birthday.
All right, ladies, I'm gonna try to help y'all out with this one, okay? Most likely you have a touch, a Stockholm syndrome. It's where you fall in love with either your abuser, the person who abuses you psychologically or physically, or the trauma associated with it, or the feelings associated with it. Women are very emotional. Men are very logical. So women are very, very emotional. And when they're in relationships where they're on this roller coaster of emotion, someone breaks up with them, does them dirty, asks to be let back in their life, promises, gives hope that they'll be better and give them the world and make up for it all. Tapping into her intuition side, her dreamer side, because women love to fantasize, okay? They're very fanatical. After that normally comes, they get physical, right? They call it makeup sex. That's the best, right? Well, through all of this, that woman begins to fall in love with this. And while she realizes it's toxic, she's emotional, and due to that, she's not logical, so she's not able to remove herself quickly from these type of situations. Now, say she eventually moves on from this guy. Now she wants to look for a guy with less toxic qualities, a person who's actually going to love her, treat her right, listen to her, not cheat on her. She wants this type of guy, but she realizes she gets bored with him. She'll either go back and cheat with her toxic ex like this other girl did, okay? Give up a good guy or risk your relationship with that good guy for somebody who treated you like trash. And you're wondering, why do I do this? Why do I self-sabotage my life? When things are going great, why do I have to cause chaos? And it's because you're addicted to toxicity. You don't even know it, but psychologically, you keep recreating these things in your life. Many of us do that throughout life, okay? You start to think every relationship is going to look like your last, so if your new boyfriend does something that the old boyfriend did, you think it's led with the same thought in mind. So you met your old boyfriend and his Mercedes key was on the table. You thought, oh, nice car. He must be successful. Then you realized he was a narcissistic jerk who didn't value you at all and only valued his possessions. So the next guy, he has a Mercedes key on the table. You think the same thing. He meant nothing of that. And I want to tell you something. Women who are aiming to milk a guy, drive all of his money, and women who are looking for a husband, they sit in the same vanity and put the same makeup on. So you cannot judge a book by its cover, okay? But what happens is trauma causes you to recreate all of those experiences in your life. So you'll have a good man. He's thinking he's doing really good, but then you're bored with him. So you either break up with him, cheat on him, or like you will flirt and fantasize about going to being with bad boys, being with toxic men, okay? And again, women grow up early in life catering to their fantasy side. They play with their Barbie doll and their kin. Their kin takes, they play with their little Barbie doll, and having that Barbie doll and kin go to dates and house with picket fence. And meanwhile, men don't grow up fantasizing about marriage. We grow up creating our life. So we're logical, where women are, like I said, emotional. And so because of that, they keep falling back into that type of relationship. They'll pick a guy logically, but they can't stay with him because he doesn't tap into him emotionally. And so they'll end up messing that relationship up. I suggest you get healing before you move to another relationship. Stop seeking toxicity. You'll keep finding yourself in the same situations. Rise.